a nurse, a dispatcher. Will you please stand where you are? Nobody wanted to join me on the field tonight, so I'm going to ask you to stand where you are. And there's a number that are standing. Will you give them a big round of applause? Stay standing if you would for me. And tonight, as a community, we enjoy our freedoms and our safety because of your service. We thank you for your service and your many sacrifices. Tonight, as players and coaches, we get a chance to play this great game of baseball and enjoy our everyday freedoms because of what you do every day to be able to make us safe today and in the past. Coach Bowman, our head coach, is a constant leader with our program, teaching our players and our coaches that life is much bigger than the game itself. The game of baseball brings privileges and opportunities to help us share. Not everybody gets those privileges, and so keeping and gaining perspective is important. We pause for a moment of silence to remember those who have passed away defending our freedom or protecting our lives and property over this past year. Thank you. To all of you that have served or are serving tonight, we have a small token of appreciation for you. We have a camel hat like you can see all of our players and coaches wearing. Some of you may already have gotten them. Some of you may still want one. There is a captain's parent right here near the third base dugout. If you would like one, please make sure that you seek him out and he'll be happy to be able to get you one of those hats. We want to take a special minute to be able to say thanks to our scoreboard operator, Lloyd Melber. Lloyd, thanks for your service, and we tip our hat to you. We also want to say a special thanks to our community partners because we couldn't do what we do with them, including in those community partners you see with us tonight, the Chaska Legion and the Chaska VFW, which were going to help us with the presentation of our colors. To all of our first responders and our veterans tonight, on behalf of the Totino-Grace Eagles and the Chaska Hawks, we say thank you, we salute you, and appreciate you for your service. Let's give them a big round of applause. And now it's time for our national anthem. And as I said, we are honored to have tonight with us the Chaska VFW, the Chaska Legion. I ask both teams, coaches and players, to be able to join us out on the foul lines. Commander, please present the colors. Let's give the honor guard to the Chaska VFW and Chaska Legion a big round of applause. Thank you so much for being here. Again, on behalf of the Totino-Grace Eagles and the Chaska Hawks, we want to say a big thanks to all of our first responders, all of our veterans, our nurses, our dispatchers, everybody that's helped make a difference over these last couple of years that have been a challenge. Thanks so much for what you do. We salute you. And now let's play some baseball.
Good evening. We're back here on CHBN for a beautiful night of Chaska Hawks baseball. I am Mike Schmidt, joined by my producer Brett. As the Hawks set to do battle here with Totino-Grace. The Eagles coming to town with a .500 record, and Chaska coming in with only 2 losses on the year. They've clinched the conference and locked up good seeding in the section. Depending on the rest of the week, they may even be #1 here. So the Hawks look to finish this season out strong as they've been rolling, including a big win over Chanhassen on Friday night that took 10 innings to get done. As we get into this game, we'll jump into the Rome Team Real Estate keys to the game. Rome Team, today's keys to the game are brought to you by the Rome Team at Edina Realty. If you're looking to keys to a new home, let the Rome Team use their expansive network to find your new home. Go to www.rometeamrealestate.com to get in touch with Emily or Jan. The first pitch from Miller, in for a strike. Key number 1 is going 1-0 today. Hawks are coming off a big win. They've continued to roll as they've got themselves an 8-game winning streak. It's pitch number 2. Curveball in for a strike. Carver Miller starting off hot against Brennan Blake. All-star selection from Totino-Grace. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Slider missed low and away. Key number 2 for the Hawks is wrap up the regular season. They wrapped up the Metro West Conference Championship and have 3 games left, so the Hawks look to finish strong as that fastball is hit up and over the grandstand, still 1-2. Little shift here for the Hawks. Henry Bushy starting at shortstop. Adam Hansen, who typically plays second, moving over to third. Lucas Husfeld filling in at second base. Maddox Voss is out tonight after getting hit by a pitch Friday night. Got x-rays, no broken bones or anything, but he's a little sore, so he's taking the night off. The 4 receiver fouled back, still 2-2. So 2-2 count to the All-Star Blake. is on the hill tonight for the Eagles, and he taps that one over to third. Handled by Hansen. He picks it up and fires a strike over to Benson, who gets the speedy Blake out. Good start for the Hawks. Good start for Hansen over at third after that position shift. Good to see him feeling comfortable already. That brings up Charlie Ebensteiner, second baseman for the Eagles. Miller sets, delivers. Fastball catches the outside edge, in for a strike. 0-1 count now for Ebensteiner. Looks like Ebensteiner's using a wood bat. I don't know if it's just the coloring of it, but guess we'll see here next time he makes contact. 1-1 count after that four-seamer missed outside. Miller working quick here. The 1-1 pitch. Missed just up and away. 2-1 now for Ebensteiner. Two-one pitch gets a swing and a miss on a fastball, evening the count at 2. Still one down here in the top half of the first. Little shift to the right side of the infield now. Fastball missed low and away. Full count now for Ebensteiner. Here's the payoff pitch. That was a line drive out into right field. Riley Killian there to make a one-handed grab. He flips it in. Hawks have 2 down here.
The first baseman, number 5, Mason Molitor.
Brings up Mason Molitor. As you can see, Molitor, well built, 6'5", plays defensive end and tight end for the Eagles during the football season.
About the same size, just not as filled out.
He gets after the first pitch, pops it straight up in the air. Drew Benson giving chase, calls for it, and the Hawks are out of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll be back here for the bottom half of the first as the Hawks look to take the lead here down at Athletic Park. We'll be right back on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks!
We're back here on CHBN 0-0 as we enter the bottom half of the first. Batting for the Hawks, Carver Miller leading off per usual. Brennan Blake on the hill for the Eagles. Blake working from the windup, gets his pitch. Delivers, that one's popped up, and it looks like it's gonna drift out of play here, so Miller still has life. 0-1 count now for Carver. Fastball missed up and away there, even in the count at 1. Blake can get into the low 80s. That was a pretty straight fastball. Will mix in a changeup and a curveball occasionally. A foul ball down the right field line, out of play. 1-2 now for Miller. Mentioned this is a big week. We got a game tonight, game tomorrow night, and a game on the 26th. That's Thursday. It's Elk River that closes everything out. All three of them will be broadcast here on CHBN as that curveball misses in the dirt. 2-2 now for Miller. It's veterans and first responders night down here at Athletic. Any veteran or first responder gets a free hat, and they were honored on the field before the game. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Blake, and that one's pounded into right field. Hard hit line drive. Carver Miller's aboard with the leadoff single. Good piece of hitting there from Miller. That brings up the Hawks All-Star. Nolan Kemp, recently named to the Southwestern Metro All-Star squad. Mentioned it before here on broadcast, but Nolan very much in the running for Mr. Baseball. Done it all. I don't think he's gotten a allowed earned run this season. He's hit the ball well, and there he extends that out. Miller will hold up at second, and back-to-back singles here for the Hawks. Good start. So we'll get a runner out now for Miller. If you've watched us before, you know Minnesota State High School baseball rules. Courtesy runners are allowed for all pitchers and catchers at any time, so Isaac Wicker coming in to run, as he tends to do. Other designated runner that's typically in the lineup is Carson Atterbury. He's DHing tonight and hitting sixth after a little tear that he's been on. Seeing a few more at-bats. Dane McNaughton now up against Blake. Blake peeks back at second and delivers. Off-speed in for a strike. 0-1 count now for McNaughton, who's heading to Northern State next year. He's really turned it on the second half of the season. Done a good job behind the plate and been really good on the hill, actually. Threw a gem against Chanhassen. Little tapper back to the pitcher. Blake fields it. Can't go anywhere but to first, so we'll mark that one as a sacrifice in the books. Runners at second and third now. After McNaughton's retired on the tapper back to the pitcher.
For the Hawks, the shortstop, number 20, Henry Bushy.
That brings up Henry Bushy. As I mentioned, moving over to the shortstop position, filling in for the injured Foss tonight. Hopefully we have Maddox back for the Elk River game, but I think the plan is to kind of rest him this week. Bushy almost takes one there. Sneaks past him. Isaac Wicker heading home, and he scores on the overthrow past Blake. So the Hawks take the early lead, 1-0. Pass ball looked like it almost caught Bushy. Snuck past the catcher. That's Carson Border. Or Border, excuse me. So the Hawks out to the early lead. Nolan Kemp advanced to third on the play as well. 1-0 count now for Bushy. Looking to extend this lead out. Here's the pitch. Fastball missed up and away. 2-0 now for Bushy. Corners up for the Eagles. Middle infield at standard depth. Slide step and delivery. Tapper to third. Kemp has to freeze. Now he's going to take off to home. Runner out at first, and Nolan Kemp is out at home. He doesn't love the call. Looked like he might have gotten under it, but they ring him up anyway, so that ends the Hawks mini rally. They did take the lead. So Chaska heads into the top half of the second, up 1-0. Ability to do some more damage here. Hopefully the Hawks can keep rolling. Like I mentioned, 2 hits, 1 run. Chaska leads 1-0. We'll be right back for the top half of the second here on CHBN.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here on CHBN, Chaska leading 1-0. Had an opportunity to score more, but were thrown out at home plate to end the first inning. Carver Miller back out on the hill. Jay Krieger hitting and playing shortstop for the Eagles. Follows that one directly back into the netting. 0-1 count now for Krieger. Miller working quick. Gets him swinging and missing on a curveball, low and away. 0-2 now for Krieger. Slide step and delivery. That one misses low and in the dirt. Good job there by Ham McNaughton to drop the pads and go get that one. 1-2 now for Krieger. 1-2 pitch, gets a pop up into right field. Killian seems like he's under it and makes a two-handed grab to retire Krieger.
Batting fifth for Totino-Grace, the center fielder.
So 1 out now, it brings up Luke Reef. Reef, the center fielder, digs in. Miller gets his pitch, fires fastball high. He gets a pop-up in the infield. Benson giving chase, looks like he's under it. Two-handed grab. Quick work there for Nolan Kemp, or excuse me, for Carver Miller.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 9, Jack Coker.
So after 2 quick outs, the Eagles now have Jack Coker, the DH, at the plate. Quick pitch from Miller, gets a tapper to third, handled by Benson, and the Hawks are out of the inning. Good job, Carver Miller, working quickly, keeping the pitch count down. So we're heading into the bottom half of the second. Chaska still leads 1-0 here on CHBN. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks!
Number 7, Drew.
Back here on
Benson.
CHBN. Big Drew Benson digging in, the first baseman for the Hawks, looking to start a rally. Chaska leading 1-0 here in the bottom half of the second. Blake still out there for the Eagles. Blake misses low and away on a fastball. 1-0 now for Benson. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hammered. Sneaks past the third baseman. That's Joaquin Majan. Made a diving effort but unable to get to it. That ball was tagged, and Benson's aboard with a single.
Batting for the Hawks, the designated hitter, number 1, Carson Atterbury.
Brings up Carson Atterbury. Atterbury, the juniors come on as of late. His bat's really been a nice revelation for the bottom half of the order for the Hawks. Swing and a miss, tap back foul there. 0-1 now for Atterbury. Blake working from the stretch. Benson, decent lead at first. He is a first baseman, but will take off and run. Another foul ball. This one up and over the grandstand into the parking lot. 0-2 now for Atterbury. Atterbury, not the biggest of guys, but he's got quick hands and good wrist movement through the zone. Provides a lot of power. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's fouled out of play. Atterbury stays alive. Mentioned beautiful night for ball. No wind, good temp. Swing and a miss on a tip, and Atterbury is retired. So one down now, and that brings up Riley Killian.
Batting for the Cubs, the Hawks, the right fielder number 10, Riley Killian.
Killian taking his time getting into the box. Now digs in. Blake looking for his pitch, gets it, peeks at first. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That one swung on and hit over the left field side. It's going to drift out of play, landing in the additional bleachers that were brought in down here at Athletic Park. So 0-1 now for Killian. Blake's doing a good job of just pounding the strike zone with fastballs right now. Hawks have done a decent job of hitting them. Change up, kind of got Killian a little bit off kilter there, but he was able to tap it foul. 0-2 now. Yeah, Riley was way out in front of that one, kind of fooled him a little bit. 0-2. Killian, the Hawks right fielder, digs in. Benson with the lead at first. Extends the lead. Here's the pitch from Blake. Fastball missed on the outside edge. 1-2 now to Killian. Blake gets his pitch and delivers quickly. That one's hammered down the right field line. It's going to be foul, but it might have left. Looks like it did. It left, but it was just foul. So Chaska's hitting Blake hard here early. See if they can turn it into a few more runs. Change-up missed on the outside edge. 2-2 count now for Killian. Good crowd down here for first responders and veterans night. And Killian follows that one off into the grandstand. Still 2-2 here. I mentioned Blake throwing a lot of strikes. Two count. Here's the pitch. Off speed, and it's a little flare to the right field side. It's going to land just foul. Might have been extra bases for Killian. Off speed pitch, just kind of threw his bat out at it, and it almost worked out for him.
Okay, good. I'll leave right
So 2-2 still for the right fielder. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Benson take off here. Here's the pitch. Strike three, just above the knees. And Killian is retired. That's back-to-back strikeouts now for Blake.
Batting for the Cubs, the second baseman number 3, Lucas Husfeld.
So that brings up Lucas Husfeld, second baseman here for the Hawks tonight. They do their little infield shift to deal with the Foss injury. Husfeld doesn't have a ton of at-bats this year, but he's done good damage in the few he's gotten. That fastball misses in the dirt. Catcher can't locate it. Benson rounds second, but he'll stay put there. He does advance on the pass ball. So the Hawks now have a runner in scoring position, and Husfeld's up in the count 1-0. So anything in the outfield should score Benson here. Blake gets his pitch. Peeks back at 2 and delivers. That one missed low, and it's going to sneak through the catcher's legs. Benson advances to third on that pass ball. Border having a tough time catching Blake right now. So Husfeld ahead, 2-0. Fouls that one back up and over the grandstand. 2-1 now for Lucas. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's hit high in the air. Looks like it's going to stay in the infield. And the shortstop's under it. That is Krieger. And Krieger retires Husfeld, so the Hawks go out without any runs scored, leaving a runner on third yet again here tonight. So Chaska leads 1-0, and we head into the top half of the third here on CHBN.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood-fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Back here on CHBN. Carver Miller still out on the Hawks after going 2 scoreless. We resume here in the top half of the third. Third baseman Joaquin Majan is hitting for the Eagles. Majan's had a lot of action already down at third base. Has been unable to come up with any of it. 2 hard hit balls at him in the first 2 innings as that fastball misses low and away. It's 1-0 now. Miller working quickly from the windup. Pitch catches the outside corner. In for a strike, 1-1. Miller working quick again. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball low and away. Doesn't quite touch the black. 2-1 count now from Majan. There's a swing and miss on a fastball up in the zone, evening the count at 2. Miller looking for his first punch out, shakes off Dane McNaughton twice, gets his pitch and delivers fastball. Tap towards second, handled by Husfeld, and Husfeld fires a strike over to Benson. Hawks have the first out of the inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 35, Adam Molitor.
So after Majan's retired, it brings up Adam Molitor. Sophomore left fielder. Big swing and a miss on a fastball up in the zone from Molitor. 0-1 count now. Miller working at his pace. Misses on the outside edge. 1-1 now to Molitor. That fastball missed low and in. 2-1 count now. Love to see another high fastball here from Miller. See if they can get the young hitter to chase. The fastball that missed up in the zone, he laid off of it. 3-1 count now for Molitor. And here's the 3-1 pitch. In for a strike. Molitor thought he had a walk. Comes back into the box to face a full count. And here's the payoff pitch. That one in the dirt. Molitor earns himself a walk.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 22, Carson Horner.
So the Eagles have their first base runner of the night. Molitor over on one. Brings up Carson Border, the catcher for the Eagles. Double play depth here for the infield. Here's the pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Oh, 1 now to Border. Miller working from the stretch, peeks at first and delivers. Curveball gets a swinging tip, strike. Ham McNaughton able to handle that one as well. Good job by him beyond the plate. So 0-2 now for Border. Miller peeks at first and delivers. Curveball missed in. 1-2 count now for Border. Border, the 9-hitter here for Totino. Be a big out here for Miller. Gets a swing and miss, and that's strike 3. Miller with his first strikeout of the night. So 2 down now for the Hawks. That brings up leadoff hitter Brennan Blake. Blake grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Got a hard hit ball at Adam Hansen over there. Curveball from Miller misses low. Blake thought about it but held off. 1-0 count. And here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's hit into right field, and it's going to drift out of play and into the bullpen for the Eagles. 1-1 count now. Miller gets his pitch, sets, and delivers. Off speed, missed on the outside edge. 2-1 count now. Miller peeks at first and delivers. That fastball missed up and away as well. So 3-1 now for Blake. I know Carver Miller's been dealing with a little bit of shoulder and elbow tightness as we get into the latter stages of this season. Done a good job of managing it, but he misses up and in there. So the Eagles have 2 base runners aboard now.
The second baseman, number 6, Charlie Ebensteiner.
And it brings up Charlie Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner flew out to right field in his first at-bat with a decent hit ball. Riley Killian handled well. Miller peeks at second and delivers. That one's hit hard to deep left field. Nolan Kemp giving chase, and he's going to settle under it and make a one-handed grab. So the Hawks are out of that inning. Still no hits allowed and no errors for Chaska. Eagles leave 2 men on base, and Chaska takes a 1-0 lead here as we head to the bottom half of the third. We'll be right back here on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks!
Back here on CHBN, Chaska leading 1-0 over the Totino-Grace Eagles. Tommy Hansen starting this inning out for the Hawks, the 9-hitter. We'll roll into Carver Miller and Nolan Kemp at the top of the order. Chaska's had a leadoff runner on in each of the first 2 innings. Hansen looking to make it 3 for 3 here against Brennan Blake. Blake misses low and in on the first pitch. Got a fastball that missed low. 1-0 count now to Hansen. Here's the pitch from Blake. That one missed up and away. 2-0 now for Hansen. Blake taking his time here. Working from the windup. Gets his pitch, slide step, and delivery. And Hansen wears it. So 3 for 3 for the Hawks on getting aboard to start the inning off. Hansen doesn't look any worse for the wear. Looks like it just grazed his jersey a little bit. So that brings up Carver Miller. Carver started the Hawks scoring off with a single into right field and then moved over on a pass ball. And ended up scoring on a sacrifice. Or excuse me, scored on a pass ball. So Hansen, good wheels at first, will take off if given the opportunity. Miller wears that one. I think he caught him in the thigh. And he seems to be all right. So back-to-back hit by pitches. Always got to be worried about that. Hawks have suffered a couple injuries this season. Nolan Kemp ended up going to the hospital after getting hit by a pitch in the elbow. I mentioned Foss is missing tonight's game after getting drilled in the hand on Friday night. So Wicker on to run from Miller. And Kemp digs in, gives a hack at off-speed pitch that got the outside edge. Swing and a miss, strike one. 0-1 now for Kemp. To be out in front of that one. Blake working from the stretch. Delivers, and that's a hard hit ball into left center field. It's got a chance. It absolutely has a chance. Oh, nice play there by Molitor, the left fielder. Made a running catch on the warning track. Heck of an effort by the sophomore. Both runners retreat after attempting to advance, thinking that it was over his head. And that earned a tip of the cap from pitcher Brennan Blake out to the left field. Heck of a play there by Molitor. Saved a run, maybe two. Five more feet, and Nolan Kemp would add his second home run of the season. Brings up McNaughton with one out. Takes that one low and away. So 0-1 now to the catcher. Or excuse me, 1-0 now to the catcher, McNaughton. Blake peeks at second and delivers. Fastball up. McNaughton took a hack at it and missed, but it popped out of the glove of the catcher, Border. And both runners do advance. Wicker to second. And Hansen to third. So ducks on the pond now for McNaughton. Very similar situation to what the Hawks had in the first inning. Totino will bring their infield in for this one, so a hard hit ball on the ground should be able to sneak through. The 1-1 pitch. Missed low and away. 2-1 now for McNaughton. Mentioned McNaughton threw a gem Friday night, threw 6 strong innings against Chanhassen. Then once he was done pitching, moved behind the plate and caught an additional 4. Takes that one up and in, 3-1 now to McNaughton. Big opportunity here for the Hawks to bust this one open a little bit. Wicker runs well from second, so should score on anything in the outfield. That ball is absolutely pummeled into left field. It's got a chance, and it lands just foul. It did stay in the park, but it landed on the warning track about 2 feet out outside of the field of play. McNaughton might have thought he had one there. Ended up just being a 320-foot strike. So McNaughton resets here. Runner still on second and third. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's lined down the left field line, and it just sneaks foul. McNaughton all over Blake right now. Blake's done a good job of mixing speeds, though. Chaska's hit him hard, but they haven't been able to keep anything in the field of play. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball that's going to sneak past Majan at third base. Wicker being rounded, and he's going to head home. Molitor struggled to handle the ball out and left. Looked like he was ready to come up throwing, but couldn't quite get it out of the glove. So the Hawks extend the lead out to 3-0 on a good piece of hitting there from Dane McNaughton.
Now batting for the Hawks, the shortstop, number 20, Henry Bushy.
So 3-0, Chaska leads on 4 hits. We got 2 this inning. McNaughton now over at first base after clearing the bases with that single. It brings up Henry Bushy. Ball pops out of Border's glove. Border fires it, and it's going to head into center field. McNaughton he's going to be in at third without any thrower tag applied. So McNaughton makes it all the way to third. He's trying to plead his case to stay there so he can score a run, but they're going to pitch run for him and bring in Nick Ekstrom. So we got the courtesy for the catcher now. Ekstrom on third. Henry Bushy still at the plate. 1-0 count. Slide step and delivery from Blake. There's a little flare. Might be enough to drop in, and heck of an effort by the center fielder. He's unable to come up with it, though. It looks like he dove and kind of trapped the ball, and then it bounced out of his glove. Great effort there by Luke Reef. He's getting up a little slow here. Might have knocked the wind out of himself after that diving attempt. Seems to be okay, and the Hawks extend the lead out to 4 after that little flare single. So after a fielding miscue by Totino-Grace, allowed McNaughton over to third. Ekstrom pitch runs for him and scores on that flare single. Brings up Drew Benson, who's 1 for 1 with a hard hit single in his first at-bat. Laced one right past the third baseman, Majan, and made a diving effort at it. Takes that one low and in for ball 1. Totino back to standard depth here. Here's the pitch. There's a tap foul. Snuck past Border. Bushy looked like he was taken off there. He'll retreat back to first. The count's now 1-1, 1 down still. Blake gets his pitch, sets, peeks at first, and delivers. Curveball tapped to the left side of the infield. Majan handles it. He's going to have to throw it. And no, Benson beat out the play. Molitor was pulled off first base on the throw by Majan, and Benson's aboard with an infield single. 2 for 2 for Benson tonight. Mention how well Benson moves for a first baseman. He got down the line quickly there.
Heading for the Hawks, the designated hitter, number 1, Carson Atterbury.
Brings up Carson Atterbury. Atterbury struck out in his first at-bat here tonight, but he's got a good opportunity with 2 runners aboard and 1 down. Blake sets, peeks at second, and delivers. Atterbury tapped that one, and it's going to drift out of play. Up and over the grandstand. Oh, 1 count now for Carson Atterbury. There's a tapper back against the screen. 0-2 now for Atterbury. Border coming out to have a little conversation here with Blake. Maybe recognizing that Atterbury hasn't left the bat on the shoulder, isn't all night yet. He's seen 5 pitches, had 5 swings. And keep an eye out for something up and away here, alone in the dirt. Atterbury digs in. Blake gets his pitch. Peeks at second and delivers. Off speed and tap. Good job there by Atterbury to stay alive as he tapped that one foul. He's out in front of a curveball, but was able to utilize good bat control to get a piece of it, stay alive. Still 0-2. Blake gets his pitch and delivers. That one missed low and away. 1-2 count now for Atterbury. Blake's doing a good job. He changes his arm slot depending on what pitch he's throwing, where he's at in the count. Kind of gave a little sidearm action there. Typically will come from more of a 3/4 slot or even over the top. Curveball missed there. 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Atterbury is retired. Got fooled on that one. Ended up taking a cut at it. Wasn't able to get the bat around. That brings up Riley Killian, the right fielder. Killian 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout in his first at-bat. Looking to do a little damage here, though, with a runner in scoring position. Fastball missed low and away. 1-0 count now for Killian. Mentioned Killian did strike out, but he also blasted a ball about 315 feet that landed foul. This is the 1-0 pitch. In for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 count now for Killian. Curveball missed up in the outside the zone. 2-1 now for Killy. Lots of pitches early here for Blake. He's gotten himself into trouble in every inning so far, including the 3 runs the Hawks have scored here in the bottom half of the third. It's a hard hit ball to deep center. Center fielder giving chase. It's Kroger. He's under it, and he makes a 2-handed grab. And the Hawks are retired here in the third, but not before they scored 3 runs, extending the lead out to 4-0. We'll be right back here for the top half of the fourth. Chaska leads 4-rip on CHBN.
It's the Totino-Grace Eagles 0, the Chaska Hawks 4.
A fly, smaller name horizon, but there's so many rifles, my son's in a body that can take half of those bodies and make a pop. I'm on top of the deck, just to look a giant dead in his head. And I break, I fall, I grow. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. Bring the rain through my aura, so even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here for the top half of the fourth inning. Chaska leading 4-0 on 6 hits, no errors. Mason Molitor digging in for the Eagles. He hacks at the first pitch, and that one's drifting foul, and it'll land out of play. 0-1 count from Molitor, who grounded out to first in his first at-bat. Miller sets and delivers. Here's a tapper foul. Snuck past McNaughton. 0-2 count now for Molitor. Miller working quick. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Molitor wears it on the leg. Earns a trip to first, but that one's going to hurt.
The shortstop, number 2, Jay Krieger.
Looked like it caught him right in the thigh area. He seems to be all right, though, as he jogged down the first. Brings up the shortstop, Jay Krieger. Krieger flew out to right field in his first at-bat. There's a hard hit ball at short. Nice play there by Henry Bushy. Fires it over to Husfeld, who's unable to handle the throw. Went a little wide. Molitor is advancing to third on the play. So both runners are safe. That was a heck of an effort there by Henry Bushy. Backhand slid down, delivered a throw just a little bit hard, and Husfeld's body was moving towards second base, trying to get that double play depth. But with a brand new battery up the middle of the infield, it's kind of hard to expect him to turn anything here. Obviously, Bushy usually finds his home at third base, and Lucas Husfeld has played limited minutes at second. It's a tough break there for the Hawks after a good effort. But here's the 0-0 pitch. That's in for a strike. Miller delivers. Swing and strike in the dirt. Good job by McNaughton to slide over and get in front of that one. Saved a run. 0-2 count now for Kruger. Strikeout would be big here for Miller. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, that's tap foul down the left field line. Still 0-2. Here's a pitch from Miller. That one missed, low and away. 1-2 now for Carver to Kruger. Excuse me, to Reef. Reef pounded that one into left field. Kemp giving chase. He makes a one-handed grab. He's not going to have enough to get it in to stop Molitor from scoring. So the run does score. Chaska's lead now cut from 4-0 to 4-1 on that sacrifice fly.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 9.
And that's the first out of the inning here for the Hawks. Probably take that one sacrificer run for an out. And Miller working quick as he misses on a four-seamer on the inside edge to Jack Coker. Coker grounded out to third in his first grounded out to first in his first at bat. That one in for a strike, evening the count at 1. Miller working from the stretch, continuing to work quickly. Gets his pitch and delivers. There's a foul ball down the left field line that'll get out of play. Coker sets, Miller gets his pitch and delivers. Runner takes off, swing and miss, strike 3. McNaughton throws a strike down to second, but it's not quite in time. So 2 down now after that strikeout. But Krieger did advance on that strikeout. So runner in scoring position now. Brings up Joaquin Majan. Majan grounded out to second in his first at-bat. Pretty good lead at second base. Miller ignores it, throws a curveball in for a strike.
Third baseman, Joaquin Mahano.
0-1 count now. Miller sets. doesn't even peek at second and delivers. There's a tapper. Bushy giving chase as well as Hansen. Hansen fields it and fires over to first base. Nice play there by Adam Hansen. Playing out of position, still getting it done with the leather. And the Hawks are out of a little bit of a jam. They did sacrifice 1 run on no hits. So 4-1, Chaska leads as we head into the bottom half of the 4th inning here on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks!
Number 3, Lucas Husfeld.
Back here on CHBN for action in the bottom half of the 4th. Chaska leading 4-1 over the Totino-Grace Eagles. Blake out back on the bump here for the Eagles. Lucas Husfeld, the second baseman, digging in for the Hawks. There's a tapper into the grandstand that'll come back into play. 0-1 count. Husfeld flew out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside, evening the count at 1. A 1-1 count here to Husfeld. That fastball's in for a strike just on the bottom half of the zone. 1-2 now. Blake just working primarily from the stretch at this point. A hard hit ball to center field. Center fielder giving chase, makes a running catch. Nice play out there. That was Reef. Unfortunately, Husfeld finally just barrels one up and he hits it right at the center fielder. So he is retired.
The center fielder.
That brings up Tommy Hansen.
Thomas Hansen.
Tommy was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat and ended up scoring a run later on. That was in the 3rd. Takes that one outside for a ball. 1-0 count now for Tommy. Looks like Blake's velocity is a little bit down from where it was at earlier in this game. He gets a swing and a miss there anyway. A fastball just at the bottom half of the zone. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Blake back in the windup. And Hansen flails at that one, fouls it down the left field line, out of play. Off speed, gets Tommy Hansen swinging. Big time change up there. Nice pitch by Blake. Not a lot you can do there as a hitter.
The pitcher, Carver Miller.
That brings up Carver Miller. Carver's reached base in both of his at-bats so far here tonight. Started the game off with a nice hard-hit single into right field. Followed that up with a hit by pitch. Later scored. So 2 down. Carver looking to start a rally himself. Blake misses low and away. 1-0 count. Don't see any activity in either bullpen currently. Slide step, and here's the 1-0 pitch. That one missed low and away as well. Two-0 count now to Miller. And the 2-0 pitch has popped up, and it looks to be drifting out of play. It landed right on top of the grandstand here, if you heard that bang at home. That means the count's 2-1 now for Miller. And the 2-1 pitch is swung on, fouled up, and it's in play. Nobody's able to get to it, though. 3 players converged on it. No one was able to make the play. So Miller's got life. 2-2 count now. Be big if Carver can get an extra base hit here, extend the inning. There's a high fly ball to deep right field, and it drifts foul. Looked like it would have gotten out of here, though. That's the 3rd close call home run or foul ball we've had here for the Hawks. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Number towards second, and that's going to be kicked by the second baseman. That ball's going to end up in center field. That was, that was Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner must have caught a tough hop there. Looks like he just squared up to get in front of it and got a bad bounce. So that does extend the inning. Isaac Wicker on to run. And Carver Miller's reached base in all 3 of his at-bats so far tonight.
Left fielder number 18, Nolan Kemp.
That brings up Nolan Kemp. Nono almost had a home run in his last at-bat. Was a deep fly out to left field. Nice running catch by Molitor out there. Curveball got him guessing there, though. In for strike 1. Modest lead for Wicker at first. Now he extends. Dives back in underneath the tag. First throw over from Blake. Good job of Wicker there to have his head up. Looked like he might have been taken off on the pitch. Still 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's in for a strike on the bottom half of the zone. That one was just above the floor. 0-2 count now for Kemp. Wouldn't be surprised to see Wicker take off here. Stays put, and that one misses low. Oh yeah, he did take off. A little delayed steal there. Might have been when the ball jumped out of the glove at the catcher border. So 1-2 count now to Kemp. Runner on second base is Wicker, who does run well. And that fastball missed just low and in. So 2-2 count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Blake sets and delivers. That one's punished into left center field. Molitor giving chase. Makes another nice running play. Molitor just has Kemper's number out here tonight. That ball was hit into the gap and hit well. But the 10th grader comes up and makes a nice running play to retire the Hawks here. So 4-1 as we head into the top half of the 5th inning. We'll be right back here on CHBN.
Bank Vista Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
This is David and Goliath. View me as a fly, smaller name horizon, but there's so many rivals. My son's in a body that can take half of those bodies and make a pile. I'm on top of the dead, just to look a giant dead in his head. I break, I fall, I crawl. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. Bring the rain through my era, so even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive.
Back here on CHBN, Carver Miller still on the hill, facing off against Adam Molitor. Molitor, who ended the Hawks inning last inning with a nice running catch. Now digging in, Miller working quickly here. Molitor squared up to bunt, pulled back though on a fastball that missed outside. A 1-1. And there's the pitch, and it's fouled off down the left field line. That'll get out of play. One and two count here for Molitor. Molitor was the first base runner for the Eagles. Earned a walk in his first at-bat. Takes that one in the dirt. 2-2 count now. Miller continuing to work quick, missed up and away with that one. Full count now, 3-2 to Molitor. Big couple outs here for Miller. Molitor, the 8-hitter. Border, the 9-hitter coming up. There's a line drive hit right at Husfeld. Husfeld's there to make a two-handed grab. Good job, Lucas.
The catcher, number 22, Carson Border.
That brings up the 9-hitter Border. Border struck out in his first at-bat, the only strikeout of the night here for Miller. Carver operating out of the windup, sets and delivers. Curveball just pushed the limit on the ceiling of the strike zone and missed. 1-0 count. Another fastball and that missed up for Miller. So here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's in for a strike on Border. One down, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Miller. Off speed, missed inside. 3-1 now to Border. Still no activity in either bullpen. Three-one pitch missed just on the outside edge, and Carver's not happy about the call. Thought he caught the black there. I tend to agree with him. So Border's aboard with a walk. That brings up Brennan Blake. Blake grounded out to third in his first at-bat, and then earned a walk in his second at-bat here for the Eagles. So Border's going to stay on the field to run. The decent-sized lead, and there's the pitch from Miller. Missed low and away. 1-0 count now for Blake. Lights are on down here at Athletic Park. There's the 1-0 pitch in for a strike. Good pitch there for Carver. Have a little reset pitch, fastball down the chute, daring him to go hit it. And Blake squares up to bunt. Miller handles it, gets Blake at first. So the sacrifice does work. Blake does run extremely well. It was a tough out there for Miller and Benson, but they handle it well.
The second baseman, Charlie Ebensteiner.
So Border does advance to second on the play. Brings up Charlie Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner's flown out to right field in his first at-bat, left field in the second. He's digging in now with 2 outs and a runner on second. Fastball in for a strike. That one painted the edge of the outside corner. Miller continuing to work quick, peeks at second and delivers. And a curveball on the outside edge, check swing. It looks like we're going to get an appeal, and they're going to say he's safe. Chaska dugout doesn't love that call. 1-1 count now. Here's the pitch from Miller. That fastball missed up. Ball popped out of McNaughton's glove, but landed right in front of him. No room for the runner to take off. So 2-1 count now, 2 down. Miller sets and delivers. Fastball, a little extra mustard on that one, in for a strike, 2-2 count. Expect to see maybe a curveball here now from Miller, low and in. It's a 2-2 pitch. It was a curveball. It was fouled back off the grandstand, bouncing back into play here. It'll remain 2-2 with 2 outs. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, catches the outside edge, in for a strike. That's the second strikeout of the night for Carver Miller. And Chaska carries a 4-1 lead still here into the bottom half of the 5th. They look to extend on that lead. We'll be right back on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks!
Of the 5th for the Hawks.
Back here for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Leadoff batter for the Hawks is Dane McNaughton, catcher. McNaughton's got a sacrifice fly and a single here so far tonight. Blake's still out on the hill for the Eagles. Slide step, and here's the delivery from Blake. The pop up straight backwards. Catcher giving chase, but it's going to land on the grandstand. There it is. So we got an 0-1 count now for McNaughton. Lots of students in the crowd tonight, enjoying this beautiful night of baseball. And a nice, calm, chilly night here at Athletic Park. 0-1 pitch misses outside, evening the count at 1. Standard depth across the board for the Eagles defense as Blake misses low on that one. 2-1 count now. Blake seems to be running out of a little bit of steam, and it looks like we've got a pitcher up in the bullpen for Totino. And that fastball catches the outside edge and for a strike. Pitcher up for Totino is Owen Robinson. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's the pitch. The pop up in the infield. Totino's struggling to see who's going to get it, and Molitor comes in and takes control. And it helps to be 6'5" when you want to come in and take control.
The shortstop, Henry Bushy.
So McNaughton is retired. It brings up Henry Bushy. Bushy had a single in his last at-bat and reached on a fielder's choice in his first. Hits that one out of play down the right field line. 0-1 count now for Bushy. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's hard hit right at the shortstop. He handles it and fires a strike over to Molitor. That was Krieger. So Bushy is retired, 6-3. And that brings up big Drew Benson.
The first baseman, Drew Benson.
So 2 outs here. Benson digging in, 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball, missed low and away. 1-0 count. Just a gorgeous night down here. Flags haven't moved. No bugs or anything as Benson drills that one down the left field line. And he peeks at second, thinks about it, but Molitor gets the ball in time. Benson's aboard with his 3rd single of the night. Looks like we got a pitch hitter here for the Hawks. Nick Ekstrom digging in here for Atterbury.
Number 14, Nick Ekstrom. Walking up to Atterbury's music.
So Ekstrom digging in here. Benson takes his lead at 1. Blake fires it over, and he's got Benson in a pickle. Benson was caught leaning the wrong way. And a strike to second from Molitor gets a sliding Benson, and the Hawks are done for the inning. Rare base running error there for the Hawks, but they do still carry a 4-1 lead as we head into the bottom half of the 6th inning here on CHBN.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
A fly, smaller name horizon, but there's so many rifles, my soul's in a body that can take half of those bodies and make a pile. I'm on top of the deck, just to look a giant dead in his eye. I break, I fall, I crawl. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. Been the rain through my era, so even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend. And country cooking, Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
Back here on CHBN for the top half of the 6th inning. Chaska still leading 4-1. She's getting a run in the first and 3 in the third. Carver Miller still out on the hill here for the Hawks, pitching against Mason Molitor. Gets a strike on the outside edge there to start this one off. Miller working quickly. Throws an off-speed pitch that's tap foul. And here's the pitch from Miller. That one missed low and away. 1-2 count now for Molitor. Molitor flew out to first in his first at-bat and then was hit by a pitch in his second at-bat. That one's flailed at, foul down the left field line, out of play. Still 1-2 here for Molitor. Miller sets and delivers. That one missed on the outside edge. A few parents in the crowd thought that was strike 3, but that one just evened the count, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Miller. Fastball up. It looked like Molitor was trying to wear that one. He was standing on top of the plate. He was not even in the batter's box. He was just trying to get hit out there. Something to keep an eye on. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one swung on and hit decent into shallow right field. 3 guys there giving chase. Lucas Husfeld communicating well with Benson and Killian. Retires Molitor.
The shortstop, Jay Krieger.
That brings up Jay Krieger. Krieger reached on air in his last at-bat. Flew out to right field in his first at-bat and takes the 0-0 pitch outside. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's hit foul, out of play down the right field line. Benson gave a little bit of chase but realized it was out of here. So he'll reset on defense. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And here's the pitch to Krieger. Curveball gets a swing and tip. And a miss. 1-2 now. Good job there by McNaughton to handle that one. Here's a quick 1-2 pitch. Fastball missed on the outside edge. 2-2 count now for Miller. A little more activity in the Totino-Grace bullpen. Nothing so far for the Hawks here, as Miller delivers a 2-2 pitch, missed low and away. Batter with the check swing. Hawks looking to appeal. And no appeal filed. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Krieger digging in. There's a pitch, flailed at. Hitting to the same spot as the last one. Husfeld calls off Benson and makes another nice play. Good communication for the right side of the field for the Hawks.
Lucas Reed. Right.
That'll bring up Lucas Reif, center fielder for the Eagles. Reif had a sac fly in his last at-bat, and he taps that one down the left field line. It's going to be out of play and foul. 0-1 count now for Reif. Looks like it's Matt Olson who's up in the bullpen right now for the Eagles. There's a curveball that's hit into the hole over the left side of the infield. And there's the first hit of the night. Lucas Reif with a C&I single gets aboard.
The designated hitter, Jack Coker.
So that'll bring up Jack Coker, the DH. Coker grounded out to first and struck out in his first 2 at-bats. Miller operating out of the stretch. Just misses Coker as Coker dives out of the way of that one. Ball low and at his feet. 1-0 count. Runner does take off. Fastball missed up. McNaughton throws a one-hopper, unable to get there in time. Reif's got a steal. He's aboard at second. 2 balls, no strikes to the batter, Coker. So Miller sets and delivers. A little flare in the infield. Bushy calling for it, and Bushy will make the two-handed catch to retire Coker.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors.
So first hit of the night for Totino-Grace, but it doesn't yield any runs. Chaska still leads 4-1 here as we head into the bottom half of the 6th inning on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks!
Back here on CHBN for the bottom half of the 6th. New pitcher here for the Totino-Grace Eagles. It's Owen Robinson. Robinson throws from a 3/4 arm slot, primarily works out of the stretch. Won't overpower anybody with his velocity, but does throw a decent little frisbee slider. Give hitters fits. Sets, and here's the pitch to Ekstrom. That one misses low and in the dirt. 1-0 count now for Ek. Robinson sets, high kick, and delivers that frisbee slider. Fooled Ekstrom there. I mentioned he doesn't throw it too hard, but he will mix velocities. And slider's got a good bend to it. There's the 1-1 pitch. The four-seamer that caught the inside edge for a strike. 1-2 count now. Robinson looks in, gets his pitch from Border. High leg kick and delivery. There's a swinging strike 3 miss. Ball snuck away from Border, but he fires it down to Molitor at first, and Ekstrom is retired. So after Ekstrom's retired, we do have another pitch hitter here, Matthew Magnuson.
Pitch hitting for the Hawks, number 5, Matthew Magnuson.
Kind of tough for these Hawks pitch hitters to come in after seeing gas from the starter. Now they get to come in and face kind of a gimmicky little, more of a technician than a thrower on the hill. And that fastball catches the outside edge, in for a strike. Magnuson digging in. Getting a few extra at-bats here as we wind down the season. That slider missed just outside, evening the count at 1. Temperature is starting to drop here a little bit, and we do have some activity in the Hawks bullpen. It looks like that's Steinoff up. Don't need my binoculars to see the 6'9" left-hander Steinoff. It's a 2-1 count now for Magnuson. Robinson, high leg kick, frisbee slider. That ball is punished down the left field line. If it stays fair, it's extra bases. And it's just foul, hopped up over the fence. So it landed just shallow of that warning track. Molitor out in left field's getting a workout tonight. He's given chase to several hard hit balls that have just landed foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now for Magnuson, 1 out. Robinson sets and delivers. Fastball. Magnuson throws his bat out at it, gets a nice line drive single into shallow right field. So Magnuson is aboard after that single. That'll bring up Lucas Husfeld.
Pinch running number 10, Riley Killian.
And after being pitch hit for Riley Killian, checks back in to run for Magnuson, who did his job.
Number 3, second baseman Lucas Husfeld.
Brings up Lucas Husfeld. Husfeld has 2 outs on the night, but both of them were hit pretty well, including a ball to deep center field. Throw over, and no tag applied, no slide necessary as Killian was ready for it. A little crafty lefty move there from Robinson, a little delay in that one. Surprised he wasn't called for a balk. So still 0-0 here for Husfeld. Here's the pitch. That one missed up and away. 1-0 count now for Husfeld. Little delay, and here's the pitch. Hard hit ball. It's going to sneak through the gap between short and third. Husfeld has his first hit of the night. Back-to-back singles here for the Hawks as Magnuson and Husfeld. That'll bring up Tommy Bones Hansen. Tommy got hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Struck out in his last at-bat. Looking to extend this Hawks lead out now. I would not be surprised if Tommy just stands in there and lets one of these soft sliders catch him in the shoulder and he takes a trip down to first. It's the 0-0 pitch. Slider caught the inside edge. Looked like Hansen was ready to wear that one. I don't know if he's leading the Hawks in hit by pitches on the season, but he's got to be up there. It's a pitch from Robinson. That one's fouled back into the grandstand. Bouncing back into play. So 0-2 count now for Tommy Hansen. Husfeld with a good lead at first. Killian with a good lead at second. Here's the pitch from Robinson. Pounded into right field. That's going to be down for a single. Nice line drive hit. Hit it too hard, though. Runners weren't able to advance in time, so now the bases are juiced. Good job there by Tommy Hansen. Waited on that off-speed pitch and then drove it. Brings up Carver Miller. Carver's reached in all 3 of his at-bats. Got 2 singles and a hit by pitch. Carver's night's probably done on the mound here. He'd like to extend his lead out, though, before he takes the rest of the night off. So Robinson gets his pitch, peeks back at 2, and delivers. Frisbee slider in the dirt gets Miller fishing. 0-1 count now for Carver after that swing and miss. Robinson gets his pitch. Corners are up for the Eagles. And delivers. Fastball in on the outside corner for a strike. 0-2 now for Miller. So 1 down, 0-2 count. Carver Miller digging in, bases loaded, full of Hawks. Robinson steps off. Killian seems to be giving him fits out there. No, it's Husfeldt at second, excuse me. Husfeldt giving him fits, dancing around. And here's the 0-2 pitch from Robinson. That one missed outside, four-seamer. 1-2 count now for Miller. Robinson gets his pitch, peeks around the diamond at all the runners, sets and delivers. There's a little flare that's going to land foul for Miller as he was frozen by the off-speed pitch there. Hacked at it to stay alive. Hawks come in with a record of 15-2. Hopefully making that 16-2 after tonight. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Robinson. That one pounded down the right field line. It's going to be a foul, but that one probably would have left. And it definitely did leave it at a car out there just outside the fence. Hawks have rattled off 11 straight wins, looking to make it 12 here tonight. And a little curveball fooled Miller. And he fouls out. Catch made by Majan, the third baseman. Miller is retired for the first time here tonight. Brings up Nolan Kemp. Looks like we might get a pitching change. Yeah, we will. Got a Rome team real estate visit to the mound here. Looks like Matt Olson's coming in relief of Owen Robinson. The outfield reshuffles here for Totino. We got a little break of the action here while Matt Olson warms up. We'll be right back here for the conclusion of this one on CHBN. Chaska leading 4-1 over Totino-Grace.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
A fly, smaller name horizon, but there's so many rifles, my soul's in a body that can take half of those bodies and make a pop. I'm on top of the deck, just to look a giant dead in his eye. And I break, I fall, I crawl. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. Been the rain through my era, so even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back here, still in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Chaska looking to extend the lead. Bases loaded. Nolan Kemp digging in here for the Hawks with 2 down. Chaska leading 4-1 on the night. And here's the pitch from Olson. Olson started the game in right field. Missed on that one up and in. A lot more velocity than Robinson, who the Hawks just faced off with. A little bit more standard technical delivery. And Kemper flails at that one. It's in foul territory. Blake makes a nice running catch there. Blake moved to shortstop after starting this one on the hill, and the Hawks are retired, leaving 4 on base. So Chaska's got a 4-1 lead as we head into the top half of the 7th inning. Chaska looks to close this one out here on CHBN. We'll be right back.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
This is David the Goliath.
Back here on CHBN, top half of the 7th inning. Carver Miller back out for the Hawks. Steinoff is ready in the bullpen if needed. Carver looking to close this one out himself, though. He's allowed just 1 hit so far tonight. Does have a run on the board, but that was unearned. Facing off against the third baseman, Majan, and gets a swing and a miss there to start this one off. 0-1 count out for Majan. Majan's grounded out to second and grounded out to third so far here tonight. Takes a curveball in there for strike 2. Miller working quickly, throwing confidently. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball gets a swing and miss, strike 3.
The left fielder, Adam Molitor.
Third strikeout of the night here for Carver Miller. Brings up Adam Molitor. Molitor's actually had a really good game with his field out in left, or with his glove out in left field. He's earned a walk and he lined out to second. Takes that one in for a ball. It's the 1-0 pitch. There's another fastball inside, missing. Totino's dugout's starting to chirp a little bit now here in the top half of the 7th. It's the 2-0 pitch. In for a strike, curveball caught the inside edge. It's a 2-1 count now for Molitor. Fastball missed inside again. 3-1 for Molitor. Three-one pitch, that just misses low and away. So Molitor earned his second walk of the night.
The catcher, Carson Border.
And that brings up Carson Border, catcher and 9-hitter. He's got a strikeout and a walk on the night. Decent lead for Molitor over at first. Curveball in for strike 1. 0-1 now for Border with 1 out. Love a ground ball, double play ball here. That one just missed up and outside the zone. 1-1 count now. Miller working from the stretch, peeks at first. Sets and delivers. A fastball that's hit hard, foul, down the right field line, out of play. 1-2 count now for Border. Steinhoff is ready again if needed. I would assume they're going to stick with Miller unless he gets in any trouble here as McNaughton drops down to his knees to pick that one out of the dirt, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That one missed low and away, 3-2 count now. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Molitor doesn't take off. There's a tapper to second base, fielded by Husfeld, flips it over, and no. Bushy unable to make the play. So Molitor does get to second, and he'll stay there. And Borders aboard after reaching on the air. And it looks like Carver Miller's reached his pitch limit on the night. He's a little frustrated, wanted to close this one out himself, but Hawks will be going to Steinhoff. It's a good effort by Miller. He's allowed 1 hit and 1 run. The run was unearned. Striking out 3 and 6 in the third. Miller leaves to a round of applause. Probably his last time pitching a regular season game here at Athletic Park. Had a heck of a career down here, both as a hitter and on the hill. So 6'9" lefty Steinhoff is set to take over. We're going to step away while he warms up, and we'll be right back for the conclusion of this one here on CHBN.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
A fly, smaller name horizon, but there's so many rivals. My soul's in a body that can take half of those bodies and make a pop. I'm on top of the dead, just to look a giant dead in his head. I break, I fall, I crawl. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. Been the rain through my era, so even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
We're back here on CHBN. Anthony Steinhoff, the 6'9" lefty on the hill, facing off against leadoff hitter Brendan Blake. Blake on the night has a sacrifice bunt, a walk, and he grounded out to third. He's 1 down. And Steinhoff in for a strike. Fastball catches the inside edge. So 0-1 count now to Blake. Steinhoff peeks at second. Takes a breath and delivers. That one missed low and in. 1-1 count now. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one missed up and away. 2-1 now for Blake. Steinhoff taking a little walk around the hill. Gather himself after missing on that one. Looks into McNaughton, gets his pitch, and delivers. That one streamed right back into the grandstand here, netting. It'll bounce back into play. 2-2 count still. Or excuse me, 2-2 count now. Steinhoff peeks at second and delivers. Off-speed changeup, pulled the string on it, got Blake. Rare strikeout for Blake. As I mentioned, is heading into the All-Star game for Totino. That'll bring up Charlie Ivensteiner. Ivensteiner's 0 for 3 on the night. 2 flyouts to left field and a strikeout in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch from Steinoff, in for strike 1. Fastball cut across the plate to catch the inside edge. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another fastball in for a strike on the outside edge. So 0-2 now for Ivensteiner. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a change up here, hopefully ending this one. Here's the pitch. Fastball missed low and in. Here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Steinoff shakes off McNaughton, gets his pitch, peeks at first, peeks at second, and delivers. That changeup missed up and away. 2-2 count now for Ivensteiner. Steinoff back in the stretch. Gets the pitch from McNaughton. And delivers. That one's hit into right field, out of play though. It's flailed down the line. So Ivensteiner stays alive. Steinoff looking to work quickly here. And here's the 2-2 delivery. Fastball missed up and away. Three balls, 2 strikes now. 2 outs. Runners will be taken off. Coaching staff for the Hawks barking orders saying throw the ball over to first. We don't need to mess around with getting any of the lead runners. Just get the out here at 1. Steinoff shakes off McNaughton. Gets his pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the payoff pitch. Runners take off. Changeup gets a swing and miss. Steinoff, nice pitch to end it for the Hawks. So the Hawks move to 16-2 on the season with that 4-1 victory here against the Totino-Grace Eagles. We'll be right back here tomorrow night in a big-time tilt against Minnetonka, and then again on Thursday against Elk River, and that will be the end of the regular season. We do plan on broadcasting some of our section games, so stay tuned for more information on that. Chaska wins 4-1 here.